On the northern bank of the Yangtze River, in the ancient city of Qichun, the fragrance of mugwort has lingered for 1,000 years. This is the hometown of the medical sage Li Shizhen and the doughty origin of King Mugwort, Qichun mugwort. On this land, an ancient medical practice using fire as a medium and mugwort as material has been passed down through generations and still thrives today. This is the representative project of national intangible cultural heritage, acupuncture and Moxibustion, Qichun Moxibustion therapy. The key figure who has brought this ancient art from the countryside to national recognition, and integrated it from classical medical texts into modern health life, is Han Shanmin, born into a family of TCM practitioners in Qichun. Since taking up acupuncture and Moxibustion in 1989, he has worked at the grassroots level for over 36 years. He not only integrated his family's traditional Moxibustion methods with classical acupuncture but also, through his own efforts, mapped the 1,000-year lineage of Moxibustion. After 6 years and more than 50 revisions, he successfully had Qichun Moxibustion therapy listed as a protected national intangible cultural heritage. From compiling standardized teaching materials and training over 10,000 Moxibustion practitioners to bringing Qichun mugwort to more than 10 countries, every step he has taken embodies his original intention of healing the world and preserving intangible heritage. In this episode of Ningdian Interview, we are honored to invite Han Shanmin, the national representative inheritor of the national intangible cultural heritage, acupuncture and Moxibustion, Qichun Moxibustion therapy, to share with us the 1,000-year wisdom of Qichun mugwort and Qichun Moxibustion and their contemporary mission. What are the historical origins and specific practical forms of acupuncture and Moxibustion? The two distinct theories and practices of traditional Chinese medicine, TCM. Han Shanmin, acupuncture and Moxibustion are two different external therapies in TCM. Acupuncture involves the use of needles, while Moxibustion, explained in Shuoanjiezi as zhua, meaning to burn, treats disease through heat, typically using mugwort. Why are they often mentioned together? Because both are representative external therapies in TCM. Huangdi Neijing, the earliest complete extant TCM classic, is divided into Lingshu and Suan. Lingshu, also called the Needle Classic, focuses on acupuncture, Moxibustion, and other external therapies. It categorizes TCM treatment methods into the 6 arts, Bian, acupuncture, Moxibustion, herbal medicine, Dao Yin, and Anxiao. Before the advent of metal, people used stone tools, Bian stones, to stimulate the body for treatment. Acupuncture uses metal needles to stimulate acupoints, Moxibustion burns mugwort over acupoints, herbal medicine regulates the body through ingestion, Dao Yin involves exercises or Qigong practices such as Bajuanjin or Tai Chi, and Qiao resembles massage and bone-setting techniques. The TCM treatment system is broadly divided into external and internal therapies. Internal therapy mainly refers to herbal medicine, which gradually developed from the Han Dynasty onward. Zhang Zhongjing is a key figure. Prior to him, single herb remedies were common. Zhang Zhongjing established the syndrome differentiation treatment system, recording over 100 prescriptions in the Shanghan Luan, allowing multiple herbs to work synergistically. Among the 6 arts, all except herbal medicine are external therapies, with acupuncture and Moxibustion being typical representatives. The history of acupuncture and Moxibustion is long and profound. Legend holds that Fuxi, from the era of the 3 sovereigns and 5 emperors, invented acupuncture and Moxibustion. By the Warring States period, the Huangdi Neijing had already detailed meridians, acupoints, needle instruments, techniques, treatment principles, as well as the origins, indications, and mechanisms of acupuncture and Moxibustion. The ancients believed, what needles cannot achieve, Moxibustion is suitable for, emphasizing that the two therapies have complementary strengths. For thousands of years, acupuncture and Moxibustion have remained important clinical methods in TCM. In recent decades, they have become key vehicles for the international dissemination of TCM. Today, acupuncture and Moxibustion are legally recognized in many countries and are gradually being incorporated into local healthcare systems, serving as a vital bridge for health exchanges between China and the world. This reflects not only the universal value of these therapies but also the enduring vitality of TCM culture across time and space. 2. You come from a family of TCM practitioners in Qichun. Did you first encounter acupuncture or Moxibustion? In your clinical practice, how are acupuncture and Moxibustion combined and emphasized? Han Shanmin, in clinical practice, acupuncture and Moxibustion are complementary and used in coordination. I was born into a TCM family. Although my grandfather and father were farmers, they treated local residents for illnesses and troubles using inherited medical skills. From an early age, I followed them in collecting and preparing medicinal herbs, observing their use of Moxibustion and acupuncture, and gradually began practicing myself. This environment allowed me to develop a deep understanding of TCM. In my nearly 40-year clinical career, acupuncture, Moxibustion, and herbal medicine have been the most frequently used methods. Moxibustion, in particular, often produces clinical effects beyond what is taught in books. Based on 10 to 15 years of observation, from a TCM perspective, modern human constitutions mainly face two problems. First, deficiency of yang energy, often caused by late nights, overwork, cold or raw diets, irregular routines, and environmental or climatic factors. Second, excessive dampness. Dampness can condense into phlegm, forming nodules, which underlies many contemporary common diseases such as obesity and tumors. The root cause of unresolved dampness lies in yang deficiency, which lacks the strength to transform water and dampness. Therefore, Moxibustion's properties of warming and supporting yang while dispersing dampness and resolving nodules are especially suited to modern constitutions. In recent years, as clinical experience has accumulated, we have increasingly used Moxibustion as the primary therapy for difficult conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, certain eye diseases, and Sjogren syndrome, with favorable outcomes. After the pandemic, public awareness and use of Moxibustion have grown significantly. For each patient, whether acupuncture or Moxibustion is primary, or combined with herbal medicine, depends on syndrome differentiation and the condition. For complex diseases, I combine Moxibustion, acupuncture, and internal herbal treatment. Single therapies sometimes fail to achieve ideal effects. Integrating multiple methods, like team collaboration, allows each to contribute its strength, complementing one another. This reflects the holistic treatment philosophy of TCM.